Okay, first round. Yeah, we'll play first. Nether Void, Ancestral Recall, Path to Exile. No, I don't think I want a mulligan. Oh man, this stuff's just so sweet. We get to play an Ancestral. This is going to be fun. We don't do it now, though, because when we go up to 9 cards, then we're just like discarding already. So what we need to do is find a Signet or something like that we can just use to kind of get it out of our hand. This is all fine. We need to just play a spell at some point so that we can make our Ancestral better. We could also just get aggressive and go for it, but I don't want to do that. That would put us to like 8 or 9 cards. This is a little awkward, but we do need to do it. Return this land. We don't have any play to make this turn. So we do get another Void down next turn, which is kind of interesting. Although I don't think that we really need to run it. Oh, maybe we do. He's going to play a Morph. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, I think. I don't think I care about that much. All right, let's run this island out there, and then let's just play another Void. Yeah, I think if I play Nether Void, I can path this thing. Or actually, I could just control magic it right now. Maybe that's more interesting. If I control magic it now, I steal it. I don't know what it is, of course, but morphs are like scary as hell. I don't really want to path to exile it and set him ahead on mana like that. But right now, if I throw out Nether Void, then we've got next turn we can Ancestral or we can path. And he's not going to have too many, he's not really going to have anything he can do. The problem is that then he just starts beating us down with whatever the heck this thing is. And we can always just path it, though. I don't think he's going to have enough mana to even... Oh, no, but he can just pay the mana to activate it anyway. Yeah, why don't we just steal it? Let's just steal it while he's tapped out. Because it could be like a Void Wielder, or not a Void Wielder, a Willbender or whatever, and like that gets super awkward. Let's see what it is. It's an Exalted Angel. Okay, that's actually really good for us. Because then we can play Nether Void next turn, and if it resolves, then basically we can just morph this thing at some point and just get him. Oh, now we have to path him, though. That's awkward. Okay, so what are we doing? What does this cost? It costs 2 white, so we actually got pretty lucky and drew a plains here, so we can actually do this. It's too risky, though, I think, because what we can do is we can just chip the turn back, and then if he attacks, we can block, and then change this thing into a 4/5 with lifelink, and then it'll eat the hero. But if he has any removal at all, then he just kills the thing, and we don't really have any recourse here because it's going to take up all of our white mana. So I think I just want to path this thing like right now. I think we can actually just path another Void. Play a land. Yeah, that works, right? Path and then Nether Void. Yeah, that seems sweet. Let's do that. So get this guy out of here, theoretically. I don't want to let him untap. That's why I'm doing it on our turn. I don't want to get it countered. And then let's Nether Void him. So right now he has 4 mana, so he can play a 1-drop. And then next turn we get to just morph this thing and just start hitting him with it. That seems sweet. We can also play our spell, our key spell here. So he needs like, oh, he's got 2. Actually, he's got 6 mana. Where did I get 4? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's got way more mana than that. But anyway, he can play a 2-drop and not have it countered. 3-drop, I mean. So yeah, let's play a Cryptic. Yeah, let's play that and let's attack. And yeah, I'm just going to go for it because we're not going to play anything else anyway. Start gaining a bunch of life and just beat the hell out of this guy. It doesn't actually have lifelink in the technical sense, so whatever. We still haven't hit any of our ramp artifacts, which normally we would have, which would give us kind of an edge over our own Nether Void here, but so it goes. 2, 3, 4. So he can play a 4-drop. And he does. He plays Wrath of God. And I think I'm fine with that. Like, I guess basically 2 for 1M, and that's fine. All right, so now we did hit a Signet. So let's Let's play the Signet. 1, 2. All right, let's plan this out. Because are we going to be able to? We're going to have. We have to pay 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll have 3 mana. So we won't be able to Ancestral anyway, so we're just going to run it out there. It doesn't really matter how we tap. So play this. Whatever, pay 2. Trigger goes on, pay 3. Okay. And make some mana. And then just say go. Another Void's interesting. It's kind of awkward. Well, he's flooding out, so he's got a ton of mana, which is bad for us, really, because he's got access to 5 mana, or to a 5-drop now. And he's going to play one with Tamiyo the Moon Sage. So that's actually really bad for us right now. I don't know how the heck we're going to beat Tamiyo here. I mean, can't really do that much either. He's just going to lock down like our Basilica or whatever, but we can Cryptic it before he gets to Ultimate Tamiyo, but like that's not that amazing for us. Whatever. All right, so we're going to run the Monolith out there, and he's going to get to untap again here, but he's probably just going to tap down the Monolith, but we get to Ancestral here, which is pretty sweet. He plays a Whip Quarter, which we really don't care about, I don't think. Like, it could be a problem at some long later point of the game, but for now it doesn't really matter. And this also means that, like, I'm going to take... Actually, I'm going to wait, but we get to resolve Ancestral now pretty much for sure. All right, he's going to keep the Orsov Basilica locked down instead of the Monolith, which is a little weird, but it's fine. And yeah, I think we just go for it. We can untap this next turn anyway. Yay, cards! We get to even steal his Whip Quarter. All right, so how does this turn look? We've got a Worn Power Stone here. We're going to steal his Whip Quarter because we need something to start attacking Tamiyo with. But we also have a Venser here, which is kind of interesting. What Venser allows us to do is we can play him, and we can blink our Nether Void and then cast our stuff, and then it comes in on our end step, and then it affects him on his turn. Now, that does open us up to instants and counters and stuff, so it's not all fun and games, but it's pretty sweet. All right, I'm going to play this, and yes, I'm going to pay the 2 life because the life seems pretty much irrelevant at this point. And I can actually just play Venser out here and plus him. Yeah, that seems good to me. Let's play Venser. Let's have a Planeswalker fight, because we've got Cryptic to bounce his eventually, so... what do we want access to here? There's really nothing. So we'll just link the Monolith, because that would cost us the most. All right, so we'll take a hit here from the Whip Quarter. He'll probably just hit Venser with it, but it's not a big deal because next turn we're just going to Shackles him. He needs like Oblivion Ring or something to get rid of Venser. All right, now he's going to... maybe I shouldn't have given him the hint because he was concentrating on something else. Oh, he's going to play a Sword of Body and Mind, 2, 3. He needs a... oh, no, he doesn't actually need a land. That's pretty awkward for us, actually. We're going to get him on it because we're going to be able to Shackles it because we have an extra island here, but like that sucks. Is he going to hit Venser or us? That's the question. He really does need to hit Venser. I mean, it doesn't kill him though, so it's like pretty good for us either way. All right, he's tapped out as well, so this is really nice because now we actually get to make that play that I just mentioned. So we're going to exile our Nether Void. That was a different tournament I was in. We are going to run out the Shackles. We need to leave up 2 mana to steal this thing. She's still one away, so we're fine there. How about we... So what are we doing here? I would like to get this Power Stone down as well, but I really would... I don't think we can... I don't think we have enough mana to leave up. So I go 1, 2, 3, and then steal it, and then I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I do have enough to leave up Counterspell as well, which seems pretty sweet. Even through Nether Void on his turn. So let's play Shackles. We can wait to steal it on his turn, so that doesn't really matter. We have this mana right here to steal it with, and then I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 to pay for Counterspell in case he has something that we actually care about. So Nether Void's going to come back in, and yeah, we're just going to jack that thing. Yeah, I think this makes sense to me. I'd much rather just keep up Counterspell than get out this Worn Power Stone that's kind of like whatever anyway. He can make me do it by, you know, like proactively tapping down my Shackles or something, but I don't think that he can really get around it. He can try to tap one of my lands, but I just use it in response. Yeah, so he's just going to do that, and we're just going to go yoink. And she's at 8, so we are going to need to deal with that, though, but we've got a way to attack her now, which is pretty sweet. If he doesn't do anything, then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and untap our Monolith too. I don't know if that's necessary here, but it might be. Monolith lets us play like Cryptic or whatever. All right, he's got a Baneslayer Angel, and he can even pay for it. I think we just counter this. So we let him pay, and then we counter it. Yeah, that's the play. Because this thing doesn't have haste, so I can't tap it down, and we need to be able to get in there. So this ability goes on the stack. He pays the 3, which taps him out. And now we can counter him. Counter it, pay. Yeah, that seems good. So counter this. Pay 3. And get Baneslayer out of here. I mean, we can't actually steal Baneslayer right now, which would be nice. And she is now at 8, which is where she gets dangerous. So we just kind of need to untap here and get him. We're not going to untap our Vidalcan Shackles. We're happy just to keep the Whip Quarter here. Oh, the Abyss is funny. We don't need it, but so we have a couple of options here. We can also just hit him. If we hit him, we get a creature and we do stuff, but that would mean that we have to Cryptic Bounce here. And then Cryptic Bounce comes down and starts tapping this thing down, which is going to happen anyway. So what are we going to actually do here? That is a big question that we have. We have Venser going, so that's a good thing. I think we just need to buy a bunch of time by taking down Tamiyo from 8 to 4. I think that's the right play. Yeah, so why don't we do that? Because that way we still have Cryptic sort of in our pocket. We can also just Abyss here, but we have a better board state than they do. So I don't really see the reason to Abyss here. Like, all it would do is he would just play nothing and chip the turn, and then we'd have to kill the Whip Quarter. I mean, we have a little bit of extra help here because we do have an active Shackles, but like it's not that active. Like, we couldn't even steal a Baneslayer. So I guess we just blink Nether Void, cast Worn Power Stone. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could also just blink Monolith and say go. Actually, I think what I should do here is play Worn Power Stone and just blink Monolith. That gives me 3 mana, and then I can Cryptic that way if I need to. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Blink this and just ship. No, 1, 2, 3. If I pay 1, 2, 3, then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this. Yeah, so I can actually just do both. All right, so blink this one and go 1, 2, 3 for this. Oh, right, but I have that. And then I pay 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't have enough blue to do it this way. Well, that was stupid. Do I care about Worn Power Stone? Is it really, like, do I just actually just, like, be dumb and let it do it? Because, like, I don't want him to untap and get me with something that I can cryptic here. That was stupid. Because I didn't think, because the thing is that I actually have enough mana, but not to pay now for this. So that's just stupid. I'm just going to let it get countered. Ugh. I'm an idiot. But I don't want to make that mistake worse. 1, 2, 3. I pay 1, 2. Yeah, just dumb. And he's got infinite mana here. So he's going to tap down his Whip Quarter. Yeah, it's an interesting decision last turn about whether they hit Tamiyo, because if I just Cryptic his Tamiyo back to his hand and then hit him with this, that takes away 10 cards from his library. And all of a sudden, like, he's got a Tamiyo on nothing, and he really needs to start getting in there. So, all right, so it looks like he's going to try to beat us down or beat down Venser with a Step Links. I don't think that's going to work, though. Because our main goal here is just to keep Venser alive long enough to get an emblem, and then we can just wreck him. All right, so he's going to equip, which makes sense. And then he's going to tap down the Whip Quarter. Oh, he's going to tap down Shackles, but I wonder how that works. So Shackles says it doesn't untap, but it says you may choose not to untap Vidalcan Shackles. So I guess that one just overrides it. It just says it doesn't. I like that play. Assuming that it works. Let's find out. Yeah, it does work. All right, Kozilek. Oh, this is funny, though, because I want to cast Kozilek, and we can do that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could actually almost cast it through Nether Void, which is what I'd rather do here, because he can counter it. Like, he doesn't have that many options to counter, like, but Mana Leak actually gets us. We do draw 4, though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 mana at our disposal here, and we'll probably be at least 13 mana because we'll draw a card. I wish I had that Worn Power Stone, but I still don't really regret leaving up Cryptic after, but I certainly regret not realizing we didn't have that. I could just also just Abyss him here. If I Abyss him, then on his upkeep, he has to destroy this thing, and on my upkeep, I have to destroy his Whip Quarter, and then we just have our Vidalcan Shackles sitting there. I think he's going to attack anyway. I guess I could just suicide his Whip Quarter in. If I attack here, he blocks. I could also just keep it and just tap down the stupid Step Links. It's got pro green, pro blue, and this thing's white, and I have white mana. Yeah, I think we just go for it here. I think we just I don't think he's going to be able to counter it, and if he does, it's not the worst because we do get mana. We do get cards anyway. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't leave white up. Okay, so 3, 4. A little awkward, but I think that'll work the best. All right, so trigger goes on. Because if we hit a land this way, we can cast the Abyss too, which is, I don't actually know if we want it because of Kozilek. Like, it makes him really deal with Kozilek here. Ooh, Upheaval too. And Apocryphite. This is getting funny. But I think we're just going to tap this thing down. He can actually, but he's just going to start tapping down Kozilek. Well, he can't really tap down both. We could play this. We actually didn't hit a land, but we hit sort of a land. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also just hit, at any point here, hit Tezzeret and just get him. Oh, this is how you join the LR clan, sir. All right, I want to be mindful of my clock, though, because we're already down to 11 minutes here. Okay, so I can't cast that. I can't cast that. I can cast one of these. So why don't I? Cast a signet. And I'm just going to say go here. And then we can tap that thing down. And we've got Venser one away here. One activation away from being at ultimate range, and then things just get silly for him. All right, so we knew that was going to happen. And then we're going to tap this guy down, and let's see if he has anything. This is where it gets kind of interesting. He's got a Wake Thrasher. We definitely don't care about that. And we can just steal it. So tap this guy down. He might just move over the sword or something. Okay, we don't have anything on end step here. Now we can untap and steal something else, but I think Whipcord is still the best. I mean, Wake Thrasher is obviously like a better creature, but all right, we can also just upheaval the ever-loving hell out of this guy right here. We could recast like most of our stuff, but I kind of am hesitant to do it when we have Venser already up so high. But maybe we just do that. And then just like recast Venser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And nothing. 11, 12. We have 12 mana. So we can blink Nether Void, play Upheaval. We can float 6 mana. We can replay Thran Dynamo. We can basically replay all of our artifacts. Yeah, I think we just do that. So if I'm going to do that, then I probably just attack him. I mean, it makes it sort of obvious, but whatever. Okay, so let's... This is going to be funny, too, because the Nether Void's going to come back down. Man, if this doesn't resolve, though, we're, like, so dead. We don't need any specific colors. Yeah, we got 3 black floating, so it's fine. And whatever. Okay, so... Got to make sure I keep an eye on the clock. We're down below 10 minutes, so I'm in kind of crunch time here, so I'll probably talk a little bit less. This deck's tough to play, though. It's an interesting one. Yay! Okay, so this is going to come back, and I'm just going to get a little sloppy here, but it probably won't matter. All right, so let's play a land. So let's play a Mox. Cast this. Any land, does it matter? It probably does, but I don't really have time to think about it. We'll play this one, I guess. We'll play Grim Monolith. Probably just get Venser going, I guess. Which we now can't do because I just used up my white mana. But I do have a signet here somewhere. Got an extra mana floating. Play Venser. Still have an extra mana floating. So I play a signet or an apocryphite. Probably just play the signet, I guess. And we'll blink this and say go. Yep, both of them come back. We discard some random lands that we don't care about anymore. Whatever. Sure, whatever. Just gotta. We obviously have this game on lockdown. We just need to make sure that we don't lose. He can't play anything forever. So actually, I think what I want to do is try to get Kozilek going as quickly as possible, which should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we can just cast Kozilek now. Yeah, we get a good look at his deck here. Wrath, Baneslayer, Tameo, Restoration Angel, Exalted Angel, Azorius. He still has 4 more cards to get rid of. Wake Thrasher. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn. Bunch of lands. Yeah, so we're just gonna blink Nether Void and just windmill Kozilek. I guess if he has what's it called, then then it really sucks if he has like Path, but whatever. So do this. So 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uncle Kozilek wants to visit you. Tangle wire. That's just dirty. Okay, and say go. And we win because it's actually lethal. Yeah, we discard more. And he can't cast anything because another void, so we just go like this. He sacks his lands, and he's just making sure that he makes us do this so that his clock goes, but I've already F6'd here, so we're not going to lose any more clock. All right, so we need to win the next game because it's pretty obvious that our deck's extremely slow and is going to go very long. We could definitely consider bringing a card like this in against him. I think that the Abyss is going to be awesome. Nether Void was really interesting that game. Shriekmaw kills like all of his stuff. I think we want a Shriekmaw just as a terror. That makes a lot of sense. What are the things that we don't want versus him, though? Catastrophe is probably pretty good. Interesting, because he is a creature-based deck. But he's also got Tameo, which is like a big problem for us. We win that game like very easily if he doesn't have Tameo there, but he clearly did, and it made it a lot harder for us. So we need to make sure that we try to cancel that or kill it. We've got a control magic, which is kind of iffy against him. Moat seems awesome versus him. Batterskull? Maybe we just cut Batterskull against him. What does that really do? Yeah, I'm just going to cut Batterskull. If we get the board locked down, Batterskull won't matter. If we don't, then he kills us, and so it goes. All right, so this, an Apocryphite, a Signet into a Thran Dynamo. Yeah, this seems fine. In fact, it seems pretty sweet with Upheaval there. Kozilek, less sweet. All right, got to play quick. Wall of Omens, do not care. We make a Signet. Ooh, Moat's pretty good. If we draw a land, we can just moat him here, but we'll see what he does. He also has Flyers, so it makes it less good. All right, he just has mana up. Oh, we have Apocryphite, I guess? No. Yeah, Apocryphite, but not like that. Apocryphite like this. Boom! Counter that. All right. Apocryphite sucks with Moat, obviously. Counterspell that we can't cast. That's interesting. Let's attack. Okay, he figured it out. Yeah, just go. I'm not going to play Shackles here. It can't really steal anything. I mean, it can steal this, but whatever. And I don't want to get it countered. Man, we're going to have serious clock issues this game. Elspeth Knight Errant, and we do not have a way to counter it. So we're dead this game, I think. He can give his guys flying and get over the moat as well. Yeah, we just needed a second blue there pretty badly. All right, well, that's an interesting draw. That's actually a really interesting draw. Right now it makes 6 mana. So if we draw a land, we can just Kozilek. Yeah, I mean, maybe he just doesn't have an answer to Kozilek and we just get him. If we draw a land or an artifact, I should say. Could get interesting. Tameo and Elspeth? Man, that's brutal. He's just going to lock down our metal worker too. So yeah, now we just can't really win again. He's going to give it flying and attack us. Well, I think we can play this fairly quickly, but if things don't improve for us drastically in the very near future, then I think we're just going to call it a game here. Yes, I am going to call this one a game. I want to make sure that we actually get a real game, and getting out of that situation looked really, really difficult. So I think it's better to do it this way and make sure that we actually get a real game, because I could fight that fight, but like him with 2 planeswalkers and really with me with my best chance is being to upheaval and start all over again is not where we want to be. All right, I do not want to mulligan to 6. Thank you. This seems sweet. We get to do this, this, and this, so that's cute. If we draw a black source, though, we get to just throw the Abyss down, and our guy's immune to it, so that's pretty sweet. And we did. Abyss goes next turn, of course, but Worn Power Stone comes in this turn. And yeah, I think we just attack him. His guy's going to be dead soon enough anyway. It's just a 2/3. I mean, there's not that many fetches around anyway. All right, so he's left up. I think I just attack. Yeah, I don't think I actually need to do anything here, really. Yeah, I'm just going to ship the turn back. I'm just going to Ancestral if he plays anything here. Yeah, I'm just going to Ancestral. If he wants to counter Ancestral, I'm bummed, but whatever. All right. This is good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So does the Abyss resolve? He would have countered Ancestral if he had a counter, though, so this thing's sticking. He's just reading it. And we're going to battle. Moat is obviously horrific at this point. And I think I'm just going to run out Metal Worker as well, just for a beater. If he wants to Wrath, that's fine. We have Apocryphite, which is going to give us inevitability. He gets to target his own thing here, so Step Links is dead. Yeah, the only thing I really want now is a counterspell. Like, if I had a counterspell, I'd be really happy, because he can go like Elspeth here and make our life hell. Yeah, Elspeth and Tameo are the 2 cards that are just going to really wreak hell for us. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more or 3 more to hit Big Daddy Kozilek here, though, so that's pretty good. So we'll just fight. What do you got? Venser? Oh, a Restoration Angel? Sure. Actually, that's really good for us. Oh, no, it's really good for us, actually. Oh, no, it's not really good. That's just whatever. It's just going to die. I forgot. I was thinking I was going to control magic it, but it just dies, so it doesn't matter. And we'd have to kill it if it was on our side, too. Yeah, so we still need 2 more mana. We lost our Metal Worker, poor guy. He has to do this. We don't really have any responses here. Again, I'd love to draw a counterspell at this point, because like if he Tameos us here, then this game's going to go forever, and that's exactly what... Oh, he's got Bribery? Well, we've got Kozilek in our hand. We took out the other thing. What can he get? Do we even have another creature? 1, 2, 3. I thought we had 4 creatures. Thank God we had this in our hand. Otherwise, he would have just destroyed us with that. What is he getting here? Is he actually just bricking? Do we have no... There's Planeswalkers. I thought we had 4 creatures, though. Did I take one out? Oh, no, maybe I was counting Batterskull? Oh, man, if he just bricks here, that'd be so sweet. He's certainly thinking about it. Maybe you have 2 creatures left and I just can't remember, and he's trying to decide which one. If it's an artifact creature, it's actually good for us, though, because we get to steal it. Nothing. Oh, no. Aeon Chronicler. Yeah. Which doesn't matter. Nether Void is interesting enough to play. I think we play this. Yeah. It makes Kozilek further out, which is a clock concern. Yeah, I forgot about Aeon Chronicler. That's what it was. But What just happened? Oh, right. Oh, so dirty. I totally forgot about that stupid old rule. So this is a world enchantment. And what that means is that you can't, it's sort of like the legend rule. Ugh, that's so awkward. Man, that's awkward. I just totally didn't remember that. World enchantment. Great. I mean, it's not all bad for us because it actually gives us a way to, I can pay for this, right? Yeah. Okay. It actually gives us a way to beat him. With this Aeon Chronicler because it's big. But I already know he's just going to wrath us here anyway. Ugh, that's so bad because I think I'd rather have the Abyss than the Nether Void. Although actually at this point it's kind of close, to be honest. Now that I think about it, we're going to Tangle Wire him too, so hopefully this is going to be just enough damage to kill him. We're still 2 mana away from Kozilek, which would also be awesome. But I expect him to just wrath us here. Oh, he's going to play Hero, and he can pay for it. Okay. Does this thing have flying? No, it doesn't. Ooh, Shackles? Yes, thank you. 1, 2, 3, pay, and steal. That is awesome. So why don't we do that right now? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and steal. Yeah, and it's only 3 power, so we're good. All right, so still worrying about the clock here, but things have taken a nice upturn for us. The Tangle Wire next turn should really put it away as long as he doesn't wrath us here. Also, he might just be dead. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he's actually just dead, so he needs to wrath here or play Tamiyo or something to get in the way. He's got Rout. What does that do? Destroy all creatures. All right, so we're going to get Apocryphite back, and now we're kind of back on the Kozilek plan here. Yes. Auto yield. Library of Alexandria, not very good here. I'm just going to ship. I don't think we need to Tangle Wire him here. I mean, I guess I could, but it hits us too, and I need all our mana. We need 1 more mana to be able to Kozilek here, which is going to be kind of one of our main win cons. I mean, this guy's going to put him on a 3-turn clock as well, but he's slow. Baneslayer Angel. Well, that's pretty good. Now I really hope we hit this. Oh, Shriekmaw? Really? Just boom, just Shriekmaw it like that? Yeah, and I'm actually going to go for the full value here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can pay 3. So we're just going to cast him. Yeah, this seems sweet. If I had because we've only got the 3 islands here, so I can't steal it. Next turn, he's going to take a ton of damage unless he wrath. Well, even if he wraths, he's going to take like 7. Damn, he got Tamiyo, though. That's really bad for us. All right, he's out of cards. That's the good news. He's going to keep Shriekmaw locked down, but now it's a clock game. Although we can actually just hit him with this. So Tamiyo's going to be at 1 here. Cast. Oh, it's casting it. Annoying. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We certainly want to play him. Play this. So that's good because we're set up for that. And let's hit. Do we hit him or hit Tamiyo, actually? I think we just hit him. Because he has to keep something locked down. Yeah, I'm just going to hit him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can just Kozilek and draw the cards next turn, or I can Tangle Wire him here. I think I'm going to Tangle Wire him here. I just want to keep him as locked down as possible. This is going to tap 4 of his lands here. It's going to take away a lot of his options. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yeah, he can't Wrath this way. Ooh, this is going to get close. We're at 3 minutes here. We're going to be able to hit him for 3, 6. So we got him on a 3-turn clock, but then he's going to get Tamiyo going. Yeah, this is going to be a tight one. No doubt about that. All right, Tangle Wire is artifact, creature, or land. So we tap down. So we have to tap 3 things. So we tap 1, 2, and then a land. So we're still 1 off from Kozilek. All right, he drew some cards and then he scooped. Oh, because he drew cards, so he was going to take lethal. All right, so we got him. I think that, like, I feel really, really good about the way that game was going, and I think we might have even possibly been able to win game 2, but like not in the time frame we had. So, all right, we learned a lot about our deck though. World enchantments. Gah.